Hey everyone, Permanent Backlog here. I wanted to make this video, and I have for quite some time, addressing how difficult it is to maintain creative motivation and discipline in the face of adversity. Specifically, what's happening in the US and the broader world for that matter. I figured I'd get some sketching reps in and draw some cool fantasy weapons while we chatted. Recently, I've discovered I have little to no creative motivation, and that's completely determined by outside stimulus. So I live in Minnesota, and the current occupation in the Twin Cities, where I reside, has taken up most of my brain power. Mentally and emotionally, I'm pretty fucking exhausted, and I have it easy. It could be a lot worse. I spend a lot of my free time torn between the perceived obligation to stay super pissed off and tuned in, and the guilt that's related to engaging with non-humanitarian activities. And that's the perfect formula for a brutal struggle to capitalize on any creative opportunities. I could go on about how fucked it all feels, but I think I want to zoom out and relate this video more to a productivity doesn't equal value slash success. And really the main problem I think is a self-imposed pressure for some weird arbitrary level of output. And I think a lot of times frustration is at the root of that, because we aren't meeting those expectations of said arbitrary output level. I'm not bringing any new and crazy ideas to the table, but really I have to remind myself that the ebb and flow of creative urges is totally normal. And also, artistic expression should be, in some capacity, an act of decompression. It doesn't always have to be that way, and a lot of times it is, a serious sort of task-oriented, or maybe you even have a deadline. But at its core, I do kind of truly believe that artistic expression, you should feel a release of tension when whatever you're working on is said and done. I realize that right now, these philosophies are way easier said than done when it comes to adapting them to our daily lives. And at the end of the day, did this video need to be made? No, but I appreciate stuff like this, and I wanted to reach out and offer sort of my support to everyone in this space and, maybe offer some solutions. So I kind of came up with a list of 5 that I think are just helpful reminders. Number 1, take a break. Give yourself some time. The whole tortoise and the hare thing, that applies here. For real. Also, a fresh mind has the ability to carry its own weight. You're not doing you or anyone else any favors overworking your brain. So do everyone a favor and let your brain recoup. Give it a day. It can be a literally 24-hour period, or it can be, it's 3 days. At the worst, 3 days. And unless you're in a time crunch, that's fine. Give yourself some time to relax and just reset. Number 2, let your emotions bleed into your work. Whatever you're feeling, whatever has kind of been weighing you down, try to bleed it a little bit. Try to let it flow into whatever you're working on. This can be a great tool for exploring and processing how you feel. And that also sounds, I know that sounds easier said than done, but give it a try. Trying to work through things, there's unexpected pathways that open up and help you navigate sort of the things that have been boiling up inside of you. It doesn't have to be for a major project or anything like that. Even if it's just a sketch or, a warm-up poem or a little lick you're writing on guitar or piano or whatever, something cool may come of it if you let the things that are in you sort of release into your creative expression. Number 3, manifest change and positivity through your compositions, whatever medium you use to express yourself. Avoid like super indulgent escapism, but I mean, include themes and events that you'd welcome in the real world. This may help to rekindle hope, or whether or not that's like temporary or otherwise, getting a win in whatever you're working on is a great way to feel like you get a win in real life. As someone in the TTRPG hobby who has sort of a fixation on dark fantasy and horror, a lot of times, I don't get to influence the narratives and things that I create in like a positive way. Usually they're pretty dark, pretty horrific, meant to like kind of like, fuck with you as the player. So taking an opportunity, and this is for myself too, I mean, taking an opportunity to like send in a little bit of light, or maybe just change directions entirely and give yourself a day to not pour over like your evil dark fantasy campaign you're working on, and I don't know, make like a one shot that's a little bit more uplifting, or God, just a little bit of wholesome energy wouldn't kill you, Obviously, I was firing off that pep talk primarily for myself, but thanks for listening anyways. Number 4, look for inspiration in personal and observed experiences. Allow yourself to pull from like your own experiences, or attempt to view those of others through lenses you wouldn't normally see through. This can help, make sense of things that are mind-boggling, or help you process things, that are incredibly hard to process, a la everything fucking happening in the United States right now. But I digress. And when you are finding inspiration in specifically observed experiences, try not to speak for the group that you're observing, but expanding your scope can be a great reminder that struggle is universal, but also that victories occur all around. Last, number 5, seek out and engage with community. I've been doing a ton of this lately with everything going on that's happening in my backyard, a lot of our backyards. This has been huge. And one of the best parts about it is collaboration. It's a great tool, and it's been huge personally for breaking through a lot of like creative obstacles that I've been experiencing, and finding the communities, specifically tabletop role-playing games for myself, has been huge. It's getting to engage with everyone on Discord servers and Reddit, all of this stuff. It's great to just like be able to toss ideas back and forth, constructive criticism, and just enjoying the company of people who are into the same things as you. That creative energy is contagious. In almost every circumstance, the one thing I walk away with when it comes to engaging with the community is the realization that, yeah, our hobby, mine personally, with role-playing games, can be isolating at times. But also you get to witness firsthand all of the love and care that runs through this community. And it's a boost. It's a boost of my spirits, and it really does keep me going. And truly thank you to everyone who makes up this community. Everyone who makes up any creative community, putting in the fucking good work. I apologize if this was a little rambly, but truly, if you're out there and you're struggling, and this can help even a little bit, this is for you. Stay positive. Shit will get better. There's too many good people doing good things for shit to truly be irrevocably fucked. So we got this. Stay strong. Love your neighbors. Love your community. And thanks for listening. I appreciate y'all.